Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, everyone, hello and welcome to an episode of Que-stead-Que. Well, here I am again. I'm getting ready to get the peppers cut, the green beans snapped, but before I do that, I want to show y'all today's hauls, which was, one was a surprise because we have this store called Rite Aid. I know that there's Rite Aids across the U.S., so I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Rite Aid. I know, those of you who are in other countries, because I know I have subscribers from New Zealand, I believe Africa, China, and India. I don't know who else. So if you're from another country, say hello. Put it right in your language because it translates. YouTube does have the little translator, so I can read everything that those of you who have posted, and hopefully you can read what I have responded back to you through your translator option on your computer. Okay, anyway, the store Rite Aid, which is known throughout the United States. It was a big store open for years and years. Anyway, they are going out of business, and today was the last day at Rite Aid. So as of tomorrow, well, as of now, they closed at 7. They are no longer in existence. So I'm going to save the Rite Aid bag since they're no longer to be. So I'm going to save the bag. Anyway, they were scheduled to close on the 1st of August of this year. But here we are, into September. And they had these signs up saying everything in the store 20 to 50% off. So nobody bit. Nobody was going to get anything for 20 to 50% off. And so today being the last day, they hadn't sold everything. So although they had this on the door still says everything 20 to 50% off, as I was passing through, it was a young lady standing out with the sign saying everything must go. And so I said, and then on the sign it also said last day or something like that. So I was like, should I stop here? Because before I was like, I'm not even going back in there. I was already mad that they were closing because now I have to find a new pharmacy and I'm gonna have to drive. So I guess Myers will be it because that's the closest pharmacy to me. And when I went in there the other day and today, the line was wrapped around the store because with the Rite Aids closing, everybody's flocking, from this side of town, flocking there. So now it looks as if I'm going to be dealing with that unless I want to drive clear across town to Walmart or somewhere else. And I really don't feel like doing that, especially with winter coming. I need to be somewhere close. I'm hoping that maybe they'll put another drugstore chain there or something like that. We'll see, because that's a big building and they just built it. That building's not even 10 years old. And here it is, about to close. But anyway, so something said, go on in there and see what they might have. I went in there and it was probably, I would say, 6 or 7 people in there milling about. And everything was blocked off. So all the shelves that were empty and those rows were blocked off. Pharmacies now closed. Everything in the back was empty. They were even selling some of the furniture and fixtures of the store. And so right up front, I would say 1, 2, maybe 5 rows. That's everything that was left was there. And so when I walked in, the first thing I saw was a big sign that said everything, 90% off. I was like, oh, that's nice. Hopefully I can find something. So they had a lot of the toiletries left, like sunscreens. They had lotions, exfoliants, all this stuff that was normally priced at $20, 90% off. I didn't need any of those things. So I said, I'm just going for what I need because I'm on a budget, of course. So what I did find and the things that I needed that I found, I bought everything on the shelf. As you can see, I found the CPAP mask wipes, the non-alcohol. That's what I need for the mask, for my CPAP, the one with the memory foam. You can't get it wet. I think I explained all that yesterday. And you cannot put alcohol on it, otherwise it will break down and deteriorate the memory foam. And it said that you have to get the CPAP wipes that don't have alcohol. As you can see, the price on this, $9.99 for 10 wipes, okay? Guess how much I paid? 90 cents, okay? So I bought every one of those, and I think it was a total of 6. The other thing I bought, I found some, I call them shower shoes. And so they're waterproof. And so these were regularly $12. And I got these for $1.94. Okay, according to the thing here. I'm going to just throw them on the ground. The other thing I found this book. This book was $21.99, but I was able to get it for $2.19 at 90% off. And the title of it is Detroit Food, and it talks about from coney dogs to farmers markets. And farmers markets is what piqued my interest, because we have the Royal Oak Farmers Market, but there's lots of other ones in Detroit. And if you look on the front and the back, there's a lot of community garden farmers markets. They have farm stands. In fact, I found a farm stand here. I know Grow Joyfully, you have a farm stand. And I'm going to stop there because right now they have tomatoes, peaches, oranges. I mean, not oranges. Tomatoes, peaches, corn, and a few other things. Onions. I think that's what I meant to say, other than oranges. So I'm going to stop and support that local farm stand. It's right over here, too. It's off the main road, about maybe 2 minutes from my house. So I said I'm going to stop there. Okay, let me put the book back here. Then the last and final thing I found, here's a bag of gloves, y'all. They had the 10-pack of vinyl gloves they were regularly like $2, and I paid 20 cents for each pack. So I have a lot. And after I counted them up, and then I found a big pack, and this was like 30 cents. And this has 20 pair of gloves in there. So altogether, I have like 150 pair of gloves altogether. So I think I did good. So now to the receipt. My stuff came to a total of $12.70 for everything that I got. Tax 75 cents for a total of $13.46. And I'm going to hold this up in the thing. I hope you can see it because I can't. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, it shows that my amount was $13.46. And then it says liquidation savings, $94.52. So I don't know if you can see that. The liquidation savings, $92.54. So that's not bad for $13. So, yep, everything has been bought, and it will be put to good use. And I'll start using the CPAP mask today. And, of course, I got a hair in my eye. So my other haul, I ordered this over a week ago, and so it arrived actually on yesterday. And take a guess of what it is. I decided last week to get this, and it was $12 for 200 packs of seed packaging. I said, I need this. So on this, I can write the name of the seed, the date, the variety of whatever. Wait, let me get this right. Seed name, seed variety, date collected, and growing notes I can put on there. It came with tape so that I can tape it in the back after I put the seeds in. So when I send seeds, from now on, they will come in these seed packets, because I felt really bad that time I sent Diana the seeds. I did repeat it, and I sent them, and she got them, and they were nice and together. But that first time, those seeds came crushed because I just threw them in an envelope, and it was a nightmare. So now everything will come in a packet. And I got these in the nick of time because there is a workshop that I will hopefully be able to film again with Grow Pontiac. In fact, during the winter months, y'all gonna see a lot of that. That's when we have our workshops. We meet in the building during the off-growing season. Y'all know about the seed, when we sowed the seeds and separated seeds. Y'all remember that. That was the first time that I filmed one of our winter, that was the last of our winter events. But almost weekly in the winter time, we have something going on Saturdays or either Wednesday evenings, and it's usually some sort of workshop that has to do with gardening. So this week was free soil testing. I did not attend that. I felt that my soil is okay and I'm not growing in the ground other than the keyhole garden, so I didn't attend that. But they did the free soil testing. U of M came here and they took samples of everybody's soil and tested it. So they'll get their results back. And that was free, because normally that costs a lot. Okay, but we were told to bring either a plastic bag or a paper bag because this seed is called a native seed workshop. So they're going to be discussing native seeds of our area and Michigan and whatnot. And she's going to have a lot to give away. And she said to make sure you bring your containers to store your seeds in. So guess what? I'll be taking some of these. I'll probably grab 20 of them. And then I'll put my native seeds in here. I'll be able to write down the variety and have them. And if I have extra, I will collect for you guys too. So depending on how many come to the workshop and depending on how many native seeds there are, usually there's an overabundance. And lately here our workshops are full. But we'll see. Now that the weather is changing and stuff, people, it may not be as many. It might be the same 4 or 5 of us that always go to the workshops. So I'll keep you updated on the seeds. And that's going to be on Wednesday, September the 18th at, I think it's 7 p.m. So we're going to be there after dark. It's either 5 or 7 p.m. I know it's going to be in the evening. And it's going to be at that same building where we had that workshop on herbs. And then also, I think the garlic is going to be there too. We'll be getting the garlic bulbs to plant for the fall. So hopefully that'll be there. And then I'll throw my garlic into the ground probably around the 1st of October or the end of September. Okay, so that's it basically. So I'm getting ready to get started. I just put my chicken on for the chicken noodle soup. So I ended up buying something to eat for today because I knew that I was not going to have the chicken noodle soup done on time, but I'm getting the chicken boiled, and the few things that I put in it mine is not traditional chicken noodle soup. Y'all probably thought that yesterday when I told y'all what would go in it, because I don't like carrots. I don't like celery. I like celery in some things, but not chicken soup. Yeah, and I've tried it before. So I just put onion and garlic in it. I'm going to put my specialty powders. I put in a garlic that I grew myself. I did go get the noodles today. So I have the German noodles, the thin German noodles. So that will go in it. And I may end up putting some smoked sausage in there just because, just for to give it like a smoky taste. I've done that before. So if I don't do that, it'll just be traditional. And the onions and garlic and my pepper powder and the Italian pepper powder and all that and all that stuff, it'll be okay, but it's not going to be chicken noodle soup in the sense of, what you all may be used to, but it's going to be good. I'll tell you that. Oh, and I am going to stick a few sprickets of French tarragon in there too, just to add some flavor to the noodles, just to see. I'm experimenting, okay? Okay, the other thing too is the CPAP. That went wonderful last night. Today was the first day I woke up in decades to where I actually felt rested. So I know I went into some sort of deep sleep. The goal is to have less than 5 events per night. Anywhere from 0 to 5 is considered 100%. I had 8 events. And so since my CPAP machine is automatic, it was smooth. It ran on 4. I got to sleep, no problem whatsoever. But believe me, the machine wakes you up if you have an event. When I had the event, what happened was the big blast of air came through and it woke me up. because all of a sudden it was a lot of pressurized air and I had a good seal. It woke me up, but not to the point to where it disturbed me, to where it got on my nerves or anything. It's just that I woke up and I could feel the air coming through, and I was like, whoa, this thing is blowing. So it was at 12. When I looked at my report on my air, I downloaded the My Air app. When I looked at the report, it showed that it was blowing at 12 each time that happened. So I didn't wake up 8 times. So I didn't wake up every time there was an event. But that first time I woke up, and I woke up one other time. And so I slept really well. When I woke up this morning, I didn't even need the aid of the alarm clock. I just woke up and I felt rested when I woke up. My heart wasn't pounding like it normally is. I felt good. My nose wasn't stuffy. The humidity, I did turn the humidifier down. They had it set on 4. I turned it down to 2 because winter has not set in yet. Once winter sets in, that humidifier will go up for sure. And so all in all, I'm pleased with it. But I will be calling. The only thing I did not like about it is the mask initially felt heavy because I was on my back and you could feel the mask on your face. It wasn't that uncomfortable, but still, you know, something's there. And I cannot wear my glasses with the mask. But fortunately, the TV is close enough to where I can still see it as I was watching TV before drifting off to sleep. But I am going to order the mask on Tuesday that allows for you to wear your glasses. So not Tuesday, but Monday. And then the next one will be the mask that, the nasal mask, the one that only covers your nose and not your mouth. And technically, I'm not supposed to use that type of mask, but she told me order anyway because you can get any mask you want. She said you might graduate to that particular mask later, and that mask, you know, you don't want to have to pay a copay right now while everything is free. She said just order until your heart is content for those first 30 days. And that's what I plan to do. Okay, so Robert did come this morning to get his Scotch bonnets. And so he said that plant was loaded. He left a few there, the smaller ones. I told him they may make it, they may not. Our high today was only like 57 degrees. I closed the greenhouse on today. It was cold in there. It was 60 in there. When I went in there, I was like, okay, it's time to close you up. But next week, we will be getting back into the low 80s for a few days. I think Wednesday through next Saturday, we're supposed to be at around between 80 and 82. And so before then, right now, we're in the 50s. And our lows tonight are in the low 40s. So we're getting towards that frost. And our leaves are getting ready to start changing with the quickness. Believe me, by next week, you will be seeing the fall colors around here. I woke up with a lot of energy. So for me, I was able to go out there and work a little bit in the greenhouse. Tomorrow, I will go out there and I will get my lettuce because that's starting to grow. So I want to get that separated and planted in a larger pot so that it can take off. Everything actually is growing. You know what, my neighbors across the street, they're having some sort of, it's not a fiesta because they're Hispanic, but it's something that they're having. They do this every year, the weekend after Labor Day, actually. And so you hear the drums beating. So they'll do this, and then right around 9 or 10, it'll end. Wait a minute. But what got me was, you know, because they have a lot of people. In fact, I'm not going to film them. I don't know if you can see through my window. I'm going to go up to the door so you can see. I'm not going to film them because, you know, out of respect. I don't, you know, like to put anyone really on camera unknowingly. But I can at least show you what's happening a little bit. I just won't zoom in. So there they are. They're doing the dance. And last year it was warm when they had this festival. And what I did was I went out there and I watched and everything. But it's really nice. And so they have a lot of guests. And guess what? One of them decided to back right into my driveway. He's parked there. And I'm not going to say a word because next week is my turn to have a party, okay? Although we're going to be inside. But cars are going to be everywhere, and they might return the favor and allow me to park in their driveway. But I think that's beautiful what they do. You know, this is their 3rd year doing it. And a lot of people from the street, you know, you see some neighbors out there, they stand out there and they watch. It's really nice. And then they'll sing, you know, as a group. They pray. But it's I don't know what it is. It's, you know, I don't know, because I know it's part of the culture and everything. But I enjoy it. I really do. Each year I've enjoyed it. So they're getting down, and they'll be out there later, you know, excuse me, y'all. And yeah, I'm junky again, y'all. Y'all know I'll get it cleaned eventually. And yeah, I started the blanket over again, because now that I had the CPAP, I was like, it done got cold. I need to get this thing done this week. And as you can see, I just started this last night, and I'm at row 12 already. So I'm doing 12 rows of one color, 12 of the next. I'm doing this quick. I'm getting it done. So, and I just went with the regular double crochet, and it's drapey, and that's it. It's time to quit playing around with that thing. I done took it down so much. It's a wonder the yarn hasn't gone bad, but it hasn't. Okay, you guys, so I'm at 21 minutes, so now it's time for me to get off of here, get started with these peppers. Oh, and I was able to, I got my peppers cut last night. Believe me, my bag filled up after one pepper, and then I was able to fill another bag. And so I had like 4 peppers left over, and I went on and I froze those, and I'm going to add those peppers to these. And so this is a whole nother batch. So I know what I have. I have sweet banana, cherry, jalapeno, and I'll have the sweet Italian. And I have the Jimmy Nardello, and I also have the what's it called? The one you grew, Renee. Shishito. Wait a minute. And speaking of which, I got to go back out to that greenhouse because I forgot my harvest. I pulled the okra today, probably about 12 inches long. And I think I left it in the greenhouse. So I pulled that. And what else did I pull? Oh, ground cherries. So I forgot to bring them in. So I'm going to have to go out to the greenhouse, get that. Because I don't want, well, actually, that stuff can stay in there overnight. I don't think nothing's going to happen with that okra. You know, it was just that and the ground cherries. But anyway, I'll get that tomorrow when I go out there to separate my lettuce and spinach and all that. So, but I'm glad I remembered that. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here, you guys, because it's going to be noisy for a while. And I'm going to watch my show. I can't go out there today and do it, but I can see it right through my window. I'm looking at them now, which is beautiful. I can see. I'm glad they got in the driveway this time. The last time they were like in the middle of the yard. So you had to be outside to watch. So this time they're there in the driveway. So I can see right through my window, and it's beautiful. I love their outfits and everything. So, and that's what I like about our neighborhood. It's diverse. We have people from India over here, whites, blacks, everybody just live together. Everybody gets along. It's very diverse on my street. And on the next street, there's a Mexican family that lives behind me. I don't know. They might be from Puerto Rico. I don't know. But anyway, they have their parties out there and they play the music. I enjoy that, you know, because we're quiet otherwise. So on the weekends or whatever, if somebody has a party, it's no problem for me. Anyway, because I don't work or whatever. So it doesn't bother me. I'm going to get my rest at some point. And plus, I'm always up anyway. But so they're going to be out there. They'll probably end it at about 10. Usually they do. And it's cold, so I know they're not going to be out there all night. So anyway, I'm going to watch what's going on and enjoy. And I will talk to you guys later. And may God bless you all. Bye-bye. We'll go out with the music. Wait, let me sing. Que-stead-Que, what you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Okay, I'm being silly. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.